welcome back to our channel. So today is episode 2 of me looking for a new horse in the new horse series. So today what I'm going to be doing is I've gone to see 2 different horses today. So I'm going to show you videos of me riding and I'll do a voiceover saying details about the horse. And then you guys can guess in the comments which one I'm going to buy. And a video will be up next week of the horse that I have finally chosen. Other than these 2 horses, I did go to see some other ones, but I didn't take videos of them, and these 2 were my overall favourite. So let's get started. So this horse is an absolutely gorgeous 16-2 bay who I really like. He's 9 years old and has done a lot of show jumping and a bit of cross country and a little bit of hunting. So as you can see on the flat, he's super nice. For most of the time he was on the bit and he's tracking up really nicely in trot, and he does keep a really even nice rhythm. He's a little bit of a slower horse and I do have to keep my leg on to keep him motoring. He has no health problems, and as you can see his coat is super shiny and glossy and he just overall looks really well. In canter, in the transition from trot to canter, he was a little bit lazy and I did have to put my leg on quite a bit. In canter he did keep a lovely even rhythm, but as you can see throughout I am giving him little bits of kicks because he is going a little bit slower. On approach to the fence he's really good. He doesn't speed up or anything. He has a lovely jump. Unfortunately that stride was just a bit off, so he trotted afterwards, but he really does take everything in his stride and he keeps a lovely even rhythm going to the jump and going away from the jump. Unfortunately here I just messed up the striding a little bit, as I'm quite used to ponies where you can adjust the stride more, whereas for horses you don't have as much of a flexibility for adjusting the stride. However, I loved his jump. He was very good. He had lots of scope, which was lovely, and he was doing a meter at home. Now I'm just taking him out on the gallops as the facility had them, and he was super good. As you can see here, his hindquarters are slightly leading, but that doesn't really matter to me. And I loved that he was forward going down here and that he kept a lovely even rhythm and was able to come back to me. Overall, I loved this horse and thought that he was absolutely super. So here we have a 15-3 chestnut mare. She is more forward going compared to the first horse and is 15 years old. She doesn't track up quite as well as the first horse and struggles to get on the bit. However, she was really trying in trot and she was keeping a lovely even pace as well. This horse has done a lot of show jumping in her past years and has competed up to 1.20 m. She's very brave when looking at scary fillers. However, she hasn't done lots of cross country or any flat work or dressage. She's super chilled here though, however, I always had to keep her in check and making sure that she wasn't getting too fast. She as well looks very healthy and has a very nice shine off her coat. When tackling turns, both she and the first horse found it quite difficult to bend their bodies a lot, but I suppose that will come to them as they get more supple through the years. So the first bay that we saw was ridden in a D-ring snaffle, so it's quite light in his mouth and it shows that he's not very strong. And here the chestnut is ridden in a sweet iron universal. This bit is a bit stronger than a snaffle and it shows that she's just a bit of a stronger horse that may take a pull. So moving forwards into canter now, the first horse was a little bit lazy in the transition and could use a bit of work on his transitions, whereas she went straight into canter and was very forward going in canter. She is a very bouncy horse in canter and bounced me out of the seat quite a lot, but I suppose I just have to get used to that if I were to buy her, and she was quite strong and did give me quite a bit of a pull. Also, when we were cantering around, you may notice that she threw up her head a lot. She was not on the bit or had her head down in the slightest and did quite bounce me around when she threw up her head. Despite that she was going quite fast, she was actually keeping a rhythm in her canter and not changing her pace. So as you can see here, she's getting really ready to go into canter. She knows what's coming, and you'll watch as she does the transition. She does it quite nicely. All I have to do is sit for a few beats in the corner and she strikes off. So here she's starting to settle down a bit more. She's starting to keep an evener rhythm and a nicer pace as well. So moving forward into jumping, I trotted into the first few fences a couple of times and she really took me over the jump, which was lovely. However, after the jump, she did throw up her head and was quite bouncy, but that could just be habit. So here over the jump, she was absolutely perfect and then went into canter afterwards. So you can see here over the fence, she does throw her head quite a bit. I didn't give her enough rein over that jump, but after the jump she did throw up quite her head. I made a little bit of a fuss as she got very excited to be jumping. So coming into the jump this time, we got a better rhythm going into it. It was steadier, and then we were nicer after as well as it was steadier again. So this horse clearly knows her job. She has lots of scope and absolutely loves to jump. I really liked her going over the jump and the way that she took me to the jump rather than me having to push her to the jump. However, she did make quite a bit of fuss afterwards as she was very excited and threw up her head lots and was very bouncy. Afterwards, you can see though she's starting to go on the bit and trot. So now we're putting up the jumps a little bit bigger as I want a horse that's able to do 1.10 m. Obviously I'm not going to try 1.10 m on the horse, but I do want a horse that's able to bring me up to that level when I get older so that I can do more things. So now we just put two jumps together. I jumped the little green vertical and now I'm coming around and jumping my oxer again. So again, I really like that she takes me towards the jump and she has a really nice jump over the jump. I also really like this horse. For any of you guys who are looking for a horse yourself, I found these horses through websites such as Dundeal and Horses for Sale Ireland. I also found these horses through word of mouth and when I was trying other horses. So guys, that's the horses. I want you guys to comment down below what horse you think I've gotten or which one is your favourite. Next week will be the video of which horse I've chosen and I'm super excited to show you guys. I cannot wait and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe and comment down below for new ideas for videos or vlogs. And we'll see you next week.